Down in the Den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Welcome to Down in the Den. It's your boy Mars, and we are back here again with another awesome episode. Joining me in the den, I have a singer, songwriter, producer who's bringing some serious heat right now. Miyah J, welcome to the den. How are you today?
Hey, thank you. I'm doing well. How are you?
Fantastic. Well, I'm so happy that you were able to join you. I've checked out some of your music. You're super dope, so I'm excited. So if you're ready, let's go. Let's have a little fun.
Of course.
So, one of our traditions here, I'm a huge comic book nerd, and I love the whole mythos side. I call it the new, it's like the new myths and legends. And every hero and villain has an origin story. It's something that made them become who they are today. What's your origin story? How did you fall in love with music, making music, creating? What's your origin story?
Okay, so my origin story is quite simple. It's nothing too dramatic. I would say that my passion for music began when I was about 12. I was like obsessed with the little launch pad covers I would see on YouTube. It wasn't necessarily had anything to do with production yet, but just the like environment of music and what they were doing, it sparked my interest. So I asked my grandma to get me one, and I started off with that. And then that led to me getting a keyboard and the software. And once I figured out that I could create the music that I love so much, it just took off from there. So that's really how I fell in love with music. I just loved the idea of being able to create, for real.
That's awesome. Who was the first artist that you can recall inspiring you musically? Usually there's one artist somewhere in your youth, either a parent was playing, but it's someone that just triggered it. You said, you know what, I think I can do this. Do you know who that first artist was for you?
Definitely Missy Elliott, 100%. 100%. Like, she is an icon. I mean, her work, being a female producer, a female rapper, artist, I just loved her, and that inspired me. You know, it kind of gave me the motivation and I guess the confidence to do it myself, because I seen another woman doing it. Not growing up, but you know, I was getting to it because I'm not, you know, I'm pretty young. But if not her, then I'd say like just Rihanna, Beyonce, like Drake, all those artists that I just loved that they were making the music that I loved. I was like, I want to make music too. But Missy Elliott is definitely my biggest inspiration.
Shout out to Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. She is from my town, the 757. Yes, I'm from here. I live about 30 minutes from her mom. So,
wow,
yes.
That's crazy.
Shout out. 2 up, 2 down. Absolutely. So, Missy Elliott, is she also your favorite producer? Is she your favorite singer, producer, or who's your favorite producer?
Probably her and Timbaland. Like, really, honestly, they made the greatest hits.
So it sounds like you need to come down here to the 757 because we got a lot of the legends here. Absolutely.
What? Literally.
Now I love your YouTube channel. You're sharing the wealth. Some people, they get their knowledge and they hoard it to yourself. But I see you have a very interesting YouTube channel where you're teaching people about your secret sauce and making beats. Tell the den mates a little bit about your YouTube channel and how that started.
Okay, so I've always been a consumer of YouTube content. I just loved watching YouTube, whether that was gaming, music, of course, and so many other things that I had taken interest in. And I knew that I had the ability to create. Like, when I was younger, I used to make a whole bunch of videos just for pure entertainment. Like, I just knew I had it in me, but I never was comfortable with speaking to the camera, because every time I was producing, doing my thing, everything was just like in my head. So I was like, once my parents, they actually brought the idea to me, like, you watch so much YouTube, why don't you do it? Like, you have a platform right there for you to show people what you do and how you do it. And I was like, yeah, that seems like a go for it. But I was just really scared because I was like, I don't know how to entertain when all I do is kind of just, you know, be in my little thing. So it took a lot of thought and just encouragement. I was like, I just got to do it. Like, I can't keep it held in. I want to share this with other people. So that, finally clicked with me. And I just love to share my content. I love to share my process with people because I knew that was something that I appreciated. Like from the artists I watched, I was like, I appreciate that you're showing me the behind the scenes and what you're doing and how you're doing it. So I wanted to be able to offer that to other people.
That's so dope, and you're doing a great job. I know we always talk, and some of the best artists are scared to talk in front of people. So I know it's a huge fear. They did a survey years ago, and death was 3, and public speaking was number 1. So it just shows you how scary it can be. But you're doing a fantastic job. Now you're more than a producer; you're an artist as well. Do you prefer to be in front of the mic or behind the mixing board? What's your preference? If
Definitely
there's
behind the mixing board. Definitely. Like all day. If I could stay behind that little keyboard, I would stay there, but I don't want to limit myself, so I tap into artistry for sure.
Absolutely. Now, one game we always play that's super fun here, we always ask people, who's your Mount Rushmore? There's generally 4 or so people, artists that you would, alive or dead, that you would just put up there if you had to build a Mount Rushmore for musical artists. Who would be your 4? And I'll give you a honorable mention if you can't limit it to 4.
Okay. Oh man, that is very hard.
You know, Missy has a spot. I'm sure Missy has a spot.
Missy definitely just she takes the spot for sure. I would say Missy Elliott, um, Beyonce, because of her work ethic. I really like aspire, to do that. Um, Missy for like the creative side, I put her up there just because of her creative ability. Beyonce, of course, because of her just ability, period, and her work ethic. Like that really speaks to me. Like you really work for what you got for real. And then just artistry, like people that I just love would be like rappers like Logic or there's so many, but I would put Logic up there, and then I will also put hmm. It's just like I feel like is the list so short? Logic and another one of my favorite rappers is what's his name? Wow, he's my favorite rapper, but I can't remember his name. I'm just everywhere right now. Uh Man, gotta put
Great.
J. Cole up there.
J. Cole, go. Shout out to North Carolina. Absolutely,
Inspiration.
Charlotte.
I just love how they speak truth. Like Logic, he has a purpose in his rapping. J. Cole, he's always telling a story. I like meaningful music, basically, and it really, it just like takes me to a different place. Um, and then there's so many other female artists that I love and aspire to be like, but I can't really remember their names right now. But I would say those are like my top 4. Like I listen to them like every week. But there's so many though. So
There's a hell of a list. That's what I always say. I know it's super hard to narrow just 4, especially someone that's very eclectic. Now, besides the production, besides the YouTube channel, besides the singer-songwriter, what other goals do you aspire to? You're young, so you have a lot of time on your hand. What other goals do you have in mind to take over the world?
um let's see. I do want to have my own record label, to where I can actually sign artists or manage artists so that they can achieve their dreams. They can go out and do what they want to do, and just spread a good message. Like what I want to do is create and no create a legacy, basically, to where I could pass it on to my kids, and then they could pass it on to their kids. So like after I'm off this earth and up there with Jesus or whatever, like these people are still out here living out my purpose and doing their purpose, and like the message continues. So I just want to really expand my horizons. Like I have interest in like fitness, I have interest in gaming. So outside of like record label and music specifically, like fitness is a really huge interest of mine. I just want to get to that level where I'm like making that lifestyle change, doing things, eating the right things, working out. Gaming, I've played games my entire life. Like I'm a huge game
Nice.
player. I love watching. I watch gameplays every single day, I promise you. So those are just like a little bit of my interest outside of music. Basketball. I don't play that much, but it's like the only sport that I will play. So yeah.
We're talking. I'm the biggest
Yeah.
basketball and biggest video game head. What are you playing right now? What are you playing, and what's your favorite system?
So my favorite system. PlayStation by far.
Okay.
I play Call of Duty. That's been my main game. I've played several story games like Uncharted, Left 4 Dead, Days Gone, some other ones that I can't remember the name of. But my big game that I'm playing right now, because I'm not like fully into like a story mode, like just on the game all day, is literally just Fortnite. Like I just play
Yeah.
Fortnite. It's quick. I get on and then I'm not good and then I get off. So
Yeah, those kids are really mean. I'm not a little bit older. I'm a lot older than you. So I grew up on the Nintendo era, like
uh-huh.
really old school Super Mario Brothers. So when I started playing video games at 8 or 9 years old, we didn't have online, and so I went on recently, and these 12-year-old kids are calling me all types of "you suck, I'm old," and I'm like, Jesus Christ, these kids are rough. I'm like, I could probably find you online and not.
Like
You know what? I'm a peaceful person,
yes.
not valid at all. So, are you ready to have a little bit of fun to earn your dim mate stamp?
Hit me. I'm ready.
All right. Have you ever heard of song association?
Have I ever heard of like my favorite game ever? Like I make all of my friends play that game with me. So come on, let's bring it. Come on.
Awesome. So, for those who don't know, if you're new to the Den and you haven't seen it, when we have talented artists, we like to play a game of song association. The rules are simple. I'm going to give her a word. She can pick a song with the word in the title or in the lyric. It can even be one of her own songs. We don't care. But as long as it's a song, she has 10 seconds to get it. Now, we only play 3 rounds, so it's very important that you nail this because you're going to get the Den mate stamp, but you got to pass. So
Okay.
we get at least 2 to get a 66%. Are
Okay.
you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so let's synchronize our watches. Your first word is free, FREE, and your time starts now.
Truly Free, a song that I actually produced with fellow artists Nova Ultra and Shawnee Soul. We did it for Juneteenth, and it goes, I must have missed my freedom, dun, 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 or tell me that my freedom would miss me. What day will I be truly free? So, boom.
Perfect. 1 for 1.
Woo, all right, come on.
Word number 2. The word is beauty. BEAUTY. Beauty.
Um, you're beautiful like diamonds. No, that's not beauty. Dang
5,
it.
4, 3, 2, and beauty is her name. What? It's like, I was giving you a Drew Hill hint. I don't know if you was it's before your time, but Drew Hill's beauty was a
Oh
call out.
man, not
But
my
okay,
age coming in. Oh man.
you can still pass. And in this one, I know you got it. I have confidence. I have faith in you.
Okay,
Word
thank you.
number 3 for the win. Good. GOOD.
Oh, sorry, mom and dad, but Good Kisser by Usher.
There you
That's
go. All right. Yes. Yeah. Mom, dad, it's okay. She said kiss her.
sorry. I
It's
love the beat.
fine.
You know, don't really pay too much to the lyrics, but the beat go
Don't
hard.
worry about the
The beat go
lyrics.
hard.
Awesome. Well, that's 66%. That's a passing score. That means
Woo,
you
woo.
get the official Den mate stamp. And what that means is that you're always welcome here. You always have a home. We're going to always promote your projects. We don't ask anything for it. We just want to highlight awesome artists like yourself. Now, you've got your Den mate stamp. You've answered some awesome questions. We've had some fun. You've earned the floor. Tell the Den mates what you have going on, your social media, where they can find you, and anything you want to promote. You've earned it. The floor is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for having me here. This was great. I appreciate what you're doing. You guys can follow me on Instagram at AJBeats_music, on YouTube at AJBeats space music. And right now, I would say just look out for an EP to come soon in either the end of October or the beginning of November. That's what I'm working on. By me.
Absolutely.
First, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm excited. When that's ready to come out, we welcome you back. We'll be more than happy to get the word out. You're awesome. You're dope. We thank you so much for joining us here in the Den. We've had a blast. So, everybody, please check out my girl Miyah J. She's dope. She has great beats. She has great music. We'll put all your social media details on the page. And as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Down in the Den, it's a Miyah J. Wrong way. It's a Miyah J. It's your boy Mars. Another stellar episode. And as always, we thank you guys for watching. Deuces.
Hey yo, this is your boy CB No Ghost, and we have been watching Down in the D. And please like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.
So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now.